Yeah, look, firstly, it's exciting for me personally. But yeah, secondly, we are overdue some success. I think, obviously, I've been here a long time and we've been through a few transitions there from being super successful, even though not winning it, to having a few lean years. And then hopefully we can, we've got a relatively new coach and me as a new captain. I think, yeah, it's going to be exciting. We've got a good squad, we've got good overseas players, and we've got some good replacements in as well.
Is leadership something that's been on your radar?
Yeah, I mean, you sort of naturally do it as you become an older player in the squads, but it's nice to have the responsibility to work with the stars that I've been with for so long. It's probably been over 10 years. So yeah, and I mean, Maxi did a great job for quite a while there, and so it's also nice to, I think, take the reins off him and give him some space as well. Obviously he's injured at the moment, but hopefully he's back soon as well. So
You'll be a by the book sort of operator, or you'll try a few things?
look, I think probably more by the book than Maxi, but I think still go rogue every now and then. Yeah, my belief is be really planned going into it. Keep things quite simple, which allows the team and the players and the bowlers to be nice and calm and know what's happening. But then you're always going to have to adjust on the fly.
Did you or Maxie speak about the captaincy changeover? Did he give you any advice or say anything to you about it?
We actually didn't. We didn't speak about it. Even when he stepped down last year, it was pretty much out of the blue for a lot of the boys. So we didn't speak about it before then or anything like that. But since then, I mean, we speak about the Stars all year. We play together all year with the Aussie team, and then now obviously with the IPL, we'll be together again. So it's not exactly like formal sit downs to talk about handing over anything like that. But yeah, we're talking.
How much captaincy have you done throughout your storied career, even since junior days?
Oh, juniors I did like a bit, but I don't think you're much of a captain when you're a junior, really. I mean, the coach tells you who's meant to bowl and all that sort of stuff. And then, I mean, club cricket here in Melbourne did a bit, but then since then it's just been, roles with leadership groups with whether it's with Australia or at the IPL and all that sort of stuff. Not exactly as formal as this is.
What's been holding this side back from breaking through for that first time?
Look, I think first of all, like if I reflect even that sort of question, I think us not winning in the years that we were in the finals or around the finals and super competitive every year, I think we might have gotten too obsessed with the fact that we weren't winning the title and we forgot how much we were doing well. And to be probably the most successful club in that first period of the Big Bash, even though we didn't win it, I think we probably tried to change too much, if I'm reflecting on that, and in the chase of a title. And I think hopefully we get back to the consistency that gets us into the finals, gets us in and around those top couple on the table. And then come finals time, we've seen it with anything, whether it's footy or with Australian cricket, come finals in tournaments and stuff, anyone can win. So that's my belief anyway.
Do you know when Glenn's going to be fit exactly?
I don't, but I know he's not, if I'm allowed to say this, I don't know, we'll see. First test the captaincy, but he won't be playing in this first game. And I think from there it'll be a day by day sort of see how he goes. He had a hit yesterday and he loved it, so he'll be back as soon as he can.
What role are you going to play with the bat?
It's another good question. Again, it might change once Maxi comes back into the team, but I would have thought, we're still sorting through, I would have thought stay in the middle order.
How are you going to settle? How are you going to sort of work through the comings and goings? You've got Duckett coming after Christmas, Maxi coming back in. You'll have Slug at some stage. That'll change the composition of that top order. How do you get some continuity while still having the number of different guys coming in and out? Yeah,
it will. It's something we're speaking about now. I think we're not sure about Bo, whether Bo's going to get back with the test match in a few days, so we'll wait to hear about that. Joey Clark's here, who's a familiar face for us, so that's also handy, that the fact that he comes straight in, even though it's 2 or maybe 3 games, I think it's fine. He's like a duck to water at the Stars, so that's good. And then him and Ducky will have a straight swap there. So there will be some challenges, but I think we should be able to figure it out.
You've made the G a fortress in the past, hasn't been in the last year or so. How do you get back to that star style of cricket at the G? What's the key to it?
Yeah, look, we've been speaking about a few things, whether it's like I think it's 21 boundaries wins at the G, or whether it's how many twos you get at the G, or the style of bowling, or I mean, I think our style of bowling will suit the G better this year. And then it's about our hard hitters like myself, Maxi, Hiltz, maybe figuring out a way or identifying exactly what wins games at the G. But they're the things we'll talk about and we'll have in place by the time we get a good run at the G.
Your former international teammate Dave Warner had some pretty strong comments about whether Glenn Maxwell should go to Sri Lanka.
I was wondering who was going to ask that question. I thought, yeah, he did. But look, I think I didn't actually read it all, but I know Maxi's obviously keen as mustard. I know he played a second 11 game for Victoria as well when he came back. So I understand as well with Davey saying that he hasn't played much red ball cricket, which, I mean, no one that plays white ball, unless you're in the test team, is playing any red ball cricket. But it's also hard to hold that against the individual as a player. So I think my understanding would be that the selectors and the coach of Australia will pick the best team that they think is possible, regardless of some situations that are out of the player's control, which I think is fair.
He seems to have warmed to the commentary role. He's playing his shots.
He's playing his shots. It's not surprising. He's a good shot maker and he's entertained the crowd on the field, so he'll do the same off the field. But that's the thing with Davies. You know what you're going to get. He's not going to hide anything, and he's going to speak. He'll say that to Maxi as well. He'll at some stage have me in his sights as well. So I'll welcome that. But it's good, and he's doing a good job as well.
Do you think Maxi would thrive and given the opportunity to go to Sri Lanka?
Yeah, look, I think what you've seen from Maxi is most big stages or most big occasions, he steps up and he does some special stuff. So I think, look, a test series in Sri Lanka, having a second spin option, obviously his play of spin, whether they go that way or not, who knows, but I mean, I'd have my money on him doing well if he gets his chance, yeah.
It'll be off the back of the Big Bash season just before finals when they go away. That preparation, you wouldn't be worried about him going from Big Bash to Test cricket?
I'd be worried about maybe another player going from Big Bash to Test cricket, but not Glenn Maxwell going from Big Bash to Test cricket. I think he's adaptable. I mean, he knows his game. He's an older guy now. Who knows? He might play the spin over there like he does in the Big Bash anyway. So, look, not many better players of spin and more talented guys. So, if that comes around for him, I'm sure he'll be fine.
As far as Ben Duckett is concerned, he's been in amazing form. So how excited are you to have him?
Yeah, we're excited to have him. Obviously, he was our first pick, and he's going to play a big role there for us at the top of the order. So we got Joey Clark here right now, and then Benny Duckett's going to come and fill that space when he's available. He's been very consistent. He's come into his own. He hits the ball into different areas. He brings a different aspect to our team as well. Hits the ball behind the wicket, plays spin really well. So yeah, there's a reason that he was our first pick, and we're excited to have him.
Yeah, and Punjab picked you during the IPL auction. So how excited are you to work with Ricky Ponting again?
Yeah, Ricky's my man. It's probably no secret from the cricket circles that I've enjoyed working with him on a few occasions, and he's gotten the best out of me, so that's exciting. Also exciting that we've got a lot of Aussie boys there and a lot of teammates that I've played with in Western Australia and Australia. So the setup looks good. It's a new team for me, and it's a chance to bring some silverware home for a team that hasn't won anything yet either.
You recently played in the T10 competition. What do you make of that format, and can it work here?
It can definitely work. It was super fun. It's exciting. I would say that we had a team that was almost too good. We won, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to the other teams, but we had a belter. It was an all-stars team, Harlem Globetrotters. So I mean, yeah, it was good fun, and it could definitely work. I think it's exciting that these competitions are popping up, and yeah, who knows where cricket's going to be in a couple of years.
A lot of experienced players on your side. Are there any young guns that are going to come out and take people by surprise this Big Bash?
Yeah, I think. Look, I'm really excited about Chief Hamish McKenzie coming over from WA. We've needed a spinner since we lost Zamps a couple of years ago. We've obviously got a Samamir coming as well, but he's not here at the moment. But he's super exciting for me. I've seen him in the nets for a long time. I even played the odd club cricket game with him at Subi Floriat. No, he's going to be super exciting. I think his style of bowling will work really well at the G. I think he's a confident kid, and I'm excited that he's going to get the opportunity to play a massive role for us this season.
Would there be any rule changes you'd want in the Big Bash?
Sorry, what?
Any rule changes or tweaks?
I usually steer clear from this sort of stuff. But look, I think, personally, I think if we're building towards our Australian T20 team being as good as it can, I think having the surge and the shorter power play at the start, I think that sort of makes it hard for middle order batters in the Big Bash to push a case for international cricket and to learn the way to play through those middle overs in international cricket. So I understand why they've done it, and I understand the entertainment aspect, but I think if we need that's probably a question that needs to be spoken about.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite Big Bash memory?
I mean, just being involved in the finals and winning or losing those finals, it's still a great memory. The memory of those whole seasons and the feel that you get as a group and the camaraderie you build from winning and being around at the end of the season, they're all great memories. I mean, having KP had a lot of memories as well. So yeah, no, there's a lot of good memories about the Stars.
And two just very quick ones. Who are you least looking forward to facing?
Look, I think the Scorchers are always a strong team. They've probably a little bit wounded at the moment, so it could be a good time to play them. But they're always a strong
Sorry,
team.
I meant like individual bowlers.
Individual.
Like, do not want to face him.
No, I haven't really thought that far. No.
Okay. And if you had a draft of retired players, who's your first pick?
Draft of retired players. I'd bring Warney and KP back.